Okay, so I've been out all day today on appointments, but I've come back to review the new YSL Touche Eclat Radiance Concealer, but it is high cover Radiance Concealer. I've got the regular one here, my go-to under eye concealer that I use all the time. This is just Radiant Touch. This is high cover. I've come home, taken all my makeup off, put my serum on and moisturiser because I just wanted to show you what the difference is in real life. Okay, so this one I've been using for years, ever since it came out, probably about 20 years ago. As you know, it's in a lot of my videos. I just use it under the eyes because what many people don't know, it's not actually, it's called a concealer, but it's not really a concealer because it's an illuminator. So what I thought I'd do is put this one on one eye as I would normally. As I always say, I always use this even if I'm not wearing any other makeup because it just, you know, it just kind of is your one stop pick me up really. If you haven't got a lot of time, I'll literally just put this on. As you'll be able to see in a minute, if you compare it to my other eye, I put it over my eyelid. It just banishes the dark circles. Look, you can see this eye is so much brighter and the dark circles aren't there. This one, you can see the dark circle here. This one looks so much nicer. Okay, so what I'm going to do with the other one is I'm going to apply it is exactly the same way. This comes out today, which is exciting. So I'm going to put it in exact same place and we'll see what the difference is. Now, first off, this is more of a concealer rather than a highlighter. This can conceal spots and blemishes and patchy areas, which makes it more versatile than the regular Touche Eclat. As I'm putting it on, it feels a little bit chalkier as I'm applying it. It doesn't feel as soft as it's going on. That's probably because it's got a little bit more pigment in it. So it feels kind of like more of a base type, whereas the other one feels softer. So I feel like already you can see this one is brightening the eyes. This one has covered the dark circles, but it's not added any brightness. So what I think is you either choose one shade lighter with this one than your normal concealer, because then it might brighten the area a little bit, or layer the regular one over the high coverage concealer, because then you'll just get a little bit more brightness. The good thing about this high coverage one, as I said before, is that you can use it on spots. I've still got this spot going on here. Well, it's not a spot, it's a scar, because I stupidly squeezed a spot. So let's see what it looks like here, if it gives good coverage. Now, bearing in mind I've got no foundation on, I think it's not giving as much coverage as my regular concealer, but it's doing the job, and I think layering it on is better. Also, I wonder how it is on red patches. I often put concealer here around my nose. I wouldn't do that with the regular Touche Eclat because it wouldn't cover the redness. But I would imagine that this will do a better job than the regular one on red patchy areas. It's quite good to have something like this in your handbag that you can use on your under eyes and you can use on other blemishes. That's the only thing about Touche Eclat, is that I'd always have to have two concealers. I'd have this one and then a regular one for blemishes. I really like both of them. I don't think I can bin this one. I think this is such a makeup hero of mine. I think that for my under eyes, I would either use this on its own. For days I feel like extra coverage, I'll use both together. And I'll also use this on other areas like my blemishes and redness. I think this will be good as a all over concealer. This is just for dark circles. I think together they work really well. I'm not going to ditch the regular one quite yet. I do like this new one. And I think it will be one of my makeup bag staples like its predecessor.